Here at last, we finally made it. We got 13 shows out of 81. We're saving the best for last, is that true? Now I want to ask you something. Okay. Thank you. I wasn't going to ask you if you loved me. Because it wouldn't necessarily be sincere. It would be more like idol worship. That's not love, is it? That's too deep. Okay, so what I'm going to ask you is, are you ready to go for a ride? Yeah? I'm going to tell you the story of my life. 4 decades of my life. Do you know what 4 decades means? Besides hard motherfucking work? It means 40 years of life. 40 years of blood, sweat, and tears, and we are gonna leave it here on the stage with you tonight. Because you deserve it. At least I think you do. See, this isn't like a putting on my hits kind of a show. This is more like I'm reading from my journal, my private diary. I've been keeping it all my life. And every once in a while I'm going to tell you a story that no one has ever heard before. So each night, someone gets something special and different. This is not your average pop show. And in fact, the word average, this is what I think of the word average. And don't be offended if I spit again later. Just never take anything I say or do personally. But feel it deeply, but don't take it personally. You look bored. Are you bored? No, you sure? Before we go any further with this show, I want to introduce you to myself. This is myself. This is me 40 years ago. When I first came, well, actually it's not so true, it's more like 38 years ago, because I did come to New York when I was 19. And for the first 2 years I wanted to be a dancer. What, you trying to touch me? Okay, it's okay. You're me, so you can touch me, because we're each other. Yeah, we're together. This is called self-love. Let's have a hug. Every night I don't know what I'm gonna say at this point in the show, because it's an intimate moment. I don't want it to be planned. But this woman that's standing next to me, who is such an important part of my life, has always been an important part of my life. And the reason why is because her strength and her determination and her never taking no for an answer is the reason I made it this far. So thank you. And finally, I want to remind you that it is very important to never forget where you came from, where you come from, the struggle. Never forget it. Don't get too comfortable in life. As Chris Rock says, comfort is poison. So, thank you, baby. She's gonna be showing up throughout the show. Don't be surprised, or be surprised. Okay, I'm not gonna tell you what to feel, but I hope that you feel changed at the end. For me, definition of something good, whether it's music or a movie or a show, is I want to leave feeling changed. And I want you to feel that. So, if you do, I accomplished what I set out to do. Now, Bob, in the beginning of the show, was talking about how he came to New York with $35 in my pocket, and that is true. I was a dumbass from Michigan, and I thought I was going to be a contemporary dancer, and I was going to take over the world. But New York City in 1979 is no joke, motherfuckers. And I realized 2 years later that this was not the way to go. So after being broke and homeless and jobless and constantly hungry, I decided to pick up a guitar and learn how to play some fucking music. I think that was a pretty good choice. What do you think? Good choice? Yes? Now please don't make me ask things like 3 times so I get like enthusiastic reaction. Yeah, so I wrote this song on guitar, electric guitar. This is the first song I ever wrote, because we are doing a retrospective, remember? This is the 80s. Are you with me? Because honey, I don't dress like this in 2024. Anyway, what was it? Oh yeah, the first place I ever performed this song was in a little stinky, smelly nightclub on the Lower East Side called CBGB's.